Thank you for joining all. I think we are ready to start. Okay, great. Let me join. Then, yeah, thank you. We are here about thinking about electrification. Okay, battery cycle. Perfect. Then electrification, transportation, and renewable energies. All the EVs and all the electromobility has contained cell. Then we are dealing now here in this deep dive with the battery cell for testing. Then here, as we know, there is a global battery market. It's increasing exponentially all around the world, in Europe, in US, in Asia. And there are very also highly relevant the develop of the batteries. There are innovation, and battery testing is key for the innovation. And this is why we focus at Battery Associates to innovation, to take that to the big audience with a device that we have concentrate our energy. And from here, Amma, you want to take the lead after me?
Yeah, thank you, Mariano.
Thank you.
As Mariano mentioned, right now we are expecting growth, development of the battery market right now, and in order to develop that and cope with that, we also need to focus on the development of the battery testing ways. Of course, we are speaking about the battery testing. We are speaking about the battery cycler, which is actually the most important device of the battery testing instruments. As you can see here, the battery cycler market actually is around like 208 million USD right now in 2022, and actually it's expected to grow up to 298 in only 5 years. I mean, like, still the numbers may be not looking very high, but I think right now it maybe grow more than that, because actually the development of the battery testing will be keeping going up. So basically right now we are seeking what is actually not accelerating this development. So we are going to say what are the challenges that actually facing right now the battery cycler market. So when we are speaking about the battery cyclers right now, we are speaking how most of them actually are very expensive. Usually, if some of you already dealing with any battery cycler, usually is going to deal with it in a lab or a factory or any kind of company. It's not like easy to have this, for example, in your home or, for example, in a startup. Also, if you are dealing with battery cycles right now, you are actually know that they are not being modified, or we can define this as black box. So basically, you cannot develop that device or modify it. You just like work on this as well. And also it's very complex. You need to actually have tutorials to understand how this cycler is working, how doing that, and maybe mostly like the professionals will deal with the battery cyclers. And of course, after the data, all the battery cycles right now are actually kind of local data. So actually, you use kind of local software, you develop these data, and after this, you just like keep this for your company or your utility, whatever. However, so basically, there's no data sharing between people around the internet. So basically, we are speaking here about a cloud or also a supportive community. So how we are thinking about that? When we thought about these problems, we are expected to have this device right now. For 3 years right now, we are working on the battery cycler from Battery Associate, and we made sure that actually it developed these ad features. First, it's simple to use. Basically, many or not even non-professionals can use this cycler. Also small size, as you can see here right now. The device is very small right now, so basically it's 110 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So basically you can just like get it in your backpack. It's actually very easy. Also, it's very economic price, and actually the price is very actually a good thing that actually you are going to do know. And also it's a cloud support, so basically you can connect to the internet, share data through the internet, and actually remote monitor and the remote control of the device through the internet using the IoT, of course. Also, we are building community support about it. Already, we are having a community in Battery Associate. Many of them are battery testers. And actually, of course, we are going to develop that into a community support for battery testers. So basically, they are all working together. And of course, we are depending on a cloud support, a web portal software. So basically, these allow us to continuous update of the software and the firmware, and of course, the adaptability, which is something that actually we are going to share for this version right now in just a few slides. Just very milestones. It all started in 2020 when Battery Associate was founded. Actually, as an idea, Simon wanted to have a cycler that actually he can work easily with it in any place, easily to carry, easy to have it in his own backpack. And then we started the first version, which is actually version 0, was actually only an idea and a design. However, when I joined me and Ali, which is actually one of our main consultants right now, in August 2021, we mainly focused to turn this design and ideas into a real prototype. And in January 1st of 2022, we actually succeeded to have our first prototype of the cycler, which is the revision 1, as you see here. And actually, that encouraged us very well after designing that, which was actually only 500 milliamps, but actually successfully works. So basically, we encouraged to have a new revision to be launched. And this revision was actually revision 2, as you see here. We started in February 2022, and we have the units in May. And actually, we launched that in last battery day in 2022, if someone attended the event last year. And that encouraged us to have the revision 3 as well, after doing heavy testing about the revision to make it user friendly, having feedback from users as well. We had amount of users actually who cooperating with us and develop feedback. So basically, for this feedback, we build the revision 3 based on this community support. And actually, we right now launching our version 3. Actually, it's we don't have the device right now, but actually we have the circuits. So basically, right now, in just 1 week, we are going to have a complete device. But still, we are going to share some new updates. So basically, it's a very exciting one. Just before we moving forward, I need to thank everyone who worked with us, starting from Simon, Mariano, Sheda, Ali Hakim, Vignesh, Adil, Kefan, Parath, Gabriel, Finn, and Mugun. All of these people actually worked with us, developed a lot of stuff with us, and we really wouldn't be here without any of these working people. And yeah, just going through the specification, just technical part. First of all, we know the compatible cell package, which is mostly 18650, but actually we could include also other devices or other packages. We are going to see how that. Also, we are allowing different chemistries from LCL, LMO, NMC, NCA, LFP. All of these chemistries actually have been tested on our cycler. Also, what is doing, as you see right now, we are doing just like cycling, capacity and retention testing, programmable charge discharge cycle scenarios. We also have Wi-Fi connectivity to connect to the Wi-Fi and the web portal. We connect to our platform, and actually we can power this only using a USB-C power supply, 5 voltage, which makes it easy for you to connect it anywhere. Also, we have providing some more protection features such as short circuit, over current, overcharging voltage, overcharging and over discharging, also over voltage and over temperature. Also, we included in the new phase, in the last versions, we already included only 2 switches, but in the new versions, we actually increased that to 4 switches, allowing you to have easy control, just like through the hardware. And also, we keep using the 4X LEDs just to notify you about what is the operation of the device right now. For the electrical properties, we have the input voltage ranging from 3,700 until 5,500 millivolt, and with a step 100 millivolt. We have the charging voltage from like 3,400 milliamps and millivolts, and for up to 4,650 millivolt. We have the charging current ranging from 320 milliamps up to almost 3,000 milliamps, We have the discharging voltage ranging from 0.5 until 3.3 voltage, and we have the discharging current from 500 milliamps up to the 3000 milliamps. For the measurements, we're having the same with the resolution, 10 millivoltage in the cell voltage. We have also 10 milliamps for the charging current. We have 1 degree for the temperature, as you see. Just to show you also an example of how you can control and monitor your cycler through the web portal. So basically, this is just a video to show you how it goes. So basically, you can see here, it's easy. You just like go to connect. You can see here many devices that actually you can connect through. So basically, if you have, for example, 7 or 8 cyclers, you can see all of them here. And then when you just like go for any device, you select one of the devices, you just like identify your cell types, cell chemistries. For example, you can see here it is 650, for example, NCA, and then you can define also some factors, and then you start your testing by defining some variables for your testing. So basically, you can start assign number of operation, assign mode, you can assign also number of cycles, assign C rate, assign the step time, you can assign also the charging current, discharging current, and how much rest time you can do, and then you can start testing. You can see here right now it shows all the real-time values, and after the test is done, you can see right now that actually the test showing you the results in curves, what curves actually you can do. We are going to show you in the next slide the curves, how it shows, and you can either download or save them into the cloud. And you can see here you can access all your data repository, and also you can easily share to your community, your partners, or also your the Battery Associate community. For that, we can speak about how the curves are doing that. This is actually a real data that actually shown by the battery cycler that actually we have. And you can see here right now we have a charging current and discharging current in the maximum current, which is actually approximately 3 amps. So you can see here the curves in 5 cycles, how they are looking right now as a charging current, as the discharging current, as the battery voltage, how it changes, the temperature of the battery, the temperature of the load, and also the ambient temperature of the device. Right now, we are speaking also about the new features of the revision 3. As we mentioned, we already increased the switches to 4x switches. We also have better cooling design, allowing us to have a good, just like protection for every kind of like over temperature. We also increase the protection for some reasons we are going to also share in the future. And of course, we are having right now a new way to connect the battery holder easily, external batteries. As we mentioned, we can connect different battery sizes right now through the external battery here, which allow you easily to connect your battery into the cycler. And finally, we have also one new advantage, which is the external board attachment, which can be connected through this port here. So you can see here right now, we have the external board that actually you can connect. And what is this board allowing you? First, it's actually connected through the cycler. So basically, you can connect it through the cycler through this here. And actually, it can detect outside cycler measurements. You can actually have this if someone is doing some tests in, for example, a chamber that control humidity, pressure, or someone else. It actually allows you to measure the whole thing outside the cycler. Also, it allows you to connect external digital and analog signal sensors. This is actually very easy to do. Also allowing you to connect any I2C sensor sketch, which is actually the most popular sensor sketch, using the I2C communication to connect with the cyclers. This will be easy for you as well. And actually, it can also show you the data on the OLED screen that you can see here. So basically, you can also not just like, you don't need to share or see the data on the web platform. You can actually see it here on the screen without any internet. And of course, it also allows you serial communication with the cycler. So basically, you can also watch that on your computer without the connection to the web platform. So basically, this will make it your life easier. For this, actually, we performed some prototype testing. You can see here right now, made by Kefan. Thanks for Kefan. She's not here. She's in China right now. So basically, this is her sleeping time. However, she made a huge work on her thesis. Actually, this was her thesis, and she did some kind of test about an external battery in a chamber for some kind of cooler way about from the external ambient temperature. And she did that test maybe, and actually this is how the curves looks like. The curves actually looks like, as you see here, the temperature red is the cycler one, and the temperature in black is the external sensors. Actually see here the temperatures are much lower inside than outside. This is actually also a new advantage that we need to share. Sheda, please, I just would like to introduce her, our main education coordinator in Battery Associate, and she's going to introduce you with the new battery testing course. Thank you, Sheda. Please go.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Amir. And today I want to welcome you to Battery Day and Battery Cycler deep dive. Today we have something really special to share with you, a comprehensive battery testing course designed for battery professionals. The course is divided into 5 sections, and the section 1 actually focuses on the potentiostat, galvanostat, and its electrochemical techniques. Part 2 dives into cyclic voltammetry, and part 3 will be electrochemical impedance spectroscopy, and part 4 will be galvanostatic charge discharge technique in the field of electrochemical techniques for battery testing. And the last part tackles with battery performance analysis and troubleshooting. And this course is tailored to equip you actually with essential knowledge and hand-on skills in battery technology. If we go to the next slide, please, Amir.
Yeah.
Yeah. The battery testing course duration is around 2.5 hours, and during that hours, participants will learn in the introduction to potentiostat galvanostat section, which is the section 1 of the course. It consists of 20 minutes, and participants will understand the cornerstone of electrochemical battery testing, which is the potentiostat galvanostat, and learn its importance, modes of operation, and key components of the potentiostat. And the second section of this course will be 30 minutes duration, and it will explain you cyclic voltammetry. It will go into it will deep dive into the basics of cyclic voltammetry, for lithium-ion battery research, and how it helps in understanding reaction kinetics, and how it helps to differentiate between diffusion controlled or diffusion controlled or charge transfer controlled processes. And the third section of this course will be electrochemical impedance spectroscopy, and the course participants will learn the fundamentals of this technique and wiring configuration, and how to interpret the data Nikus plot, both plot for the battery analysis. And you will also learn analysis of equivalent circuit model for specific battery application. And the fourth section of this course will be galvanostatic charge discharge. And with this section, you will understand the battery, you will understand and how to calculate the capacity, energy, C-rate performance, and galvanostatic intermittent titration technique. And this section will be 40 minutes in duration. The last section of the course is performance analysis and troubleshooting. In this part, we will master the battery performance analysis. We will we will dive into the data interpretation, Ragon plots, how to draw Ragon plots and compare the performance of different type of batteries, and effective troubleshooting techniques as well. So this is all about the course. I hand over to Amir again for the cycler presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shera. And just
Ama?
that's actually how it looks. Yeah, just I would like to introduce Mariano right now to tell about what's next in the project manager and actually what or how you can do the cycler. Please, Mariano, go on.
Great, thank you for that, and very nice content, Ama, and congratulations on all the developing. That's amazing. All these months and years. We are getting there. And what's next? We are getting to certification. That's our next goal. Hopefully, we can do that between this last quarter, and 2023. Then after, or in between, we are also focusing on the web portal design for all data. And yeah, as Shada shares nicely, also the battery testing course is something that related to the cycler, definitely, and highly relevant. Yeah, we have had some users also on the first run, and they say us that that is definitely working the second batch, and we are on the third batch, and they think that the accuracy it's pretty well. Then yeah, that's our next step, no? So we are getting more and more better for the third batch, and we are getting on the certification. Then yeah, if you want to pre-order the third batch after certification, definitely. Then here is the QR code that you can scan, and yeah, feel free. That there are many reasons to share or to ask to buy the cycler. First, as Sama mentioned, no, it's a compact device. That's highly relevant. Also, that now we included many capabilities that you can include external sensor. You can also include the battery holder, external battery holder, and there are many new options that we include on this third batch. Then yeah, anything else, Ama and Shada, from your part?
No, just thank you all for attending, and we hope actually you are excited about that. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, please. You can ask in the chat, or if you would like to ask also to join, please go on.
Yeah, Michael just asked, do you have long-term cycling testing stability experience with the cycler already?
Yeah, of course. Actually, we've been testing right now for more than a year right now, since we already launched it, or not launched it, since we manufactured our first our 20 units. So basically, we developed all the testing. For right now, we also have Shada. She's working right now. She already been testing through many years right now. She's already a battery expert. So basically, we already having that. If this is what you mean, or if I understand correct.
Ama, also you can share how many cycles we have running the battery cycler already.
Yeah, I mean for the cycles, right? The cycle right now, we already reach it to 10 cycles one time, but actually the data was not very pleasant. So basically, because of the testing that we keep doing, of course, we had to do short tests for only 5 cycles, because even 5 cycles may take a whole day to just perform. Because of these heavy testing, and we need to make sure that the cycler performs in every condition and every environment, actually we keep doing that short tests as much as we can, and that actually that's why we have mostly 5 cycles right now. However, the users actually encourage them to do more, some to do go more up to 10 or some 50. However, for this, actually, we intending to have that test with our advisors, some consultant like Vignish, to do some kind of like 50 cycles, but this is for the new patch, of course. Yeah. Any questions else? Thank you, Michael, for the question.
Great, Amma. I think we are here, but Shada, do you want to share some thoughts on the course? Because you mentioned that it's a new course. When we are sharing the course, also the Q1 next year, if you want to share.
Yeah, the idea would be share, hopefully recording the course. We're completing the modifications now, and we want to record the course during maybe October and November, and hopefully publish the course early 2024 would be, yeah, or end of this year if we can arrive to that.
That's great. Yep. Ask. Thank you, Michel, for asking.
It's not non-commercial. I mean, like this is something that maybe Mariano, if you would like to speak about the price, because for me you are the business one. Yeah, the business one.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, thank you for asking, Michel. That please go on pre-order, then we can take you and we can share with you. Yeah, the price currently is 250 euros, and we try to keep that price. It's tough because there are many we are getting, let's say, the components are getting higher than before because we are introducing new features. But yeah, we that's the price that we have.
Thank you as well, Michael, for the questions. Anyone wants to have any questions? Again, just maybe kind of want to know anything, please go on.
If not, Amma, we can ramp up.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe last thoughts from the third batch, because we are getting for certification FCC, CE, and hopefully next year we can launch with also MVP of the platform. And yeah, we are getting more and more exciting in that part. As Samuel mentioned, the device is not easy. Also, hardware it's always tough to develop, and more if we are a global team, and that it's also something that it's a plus, but also it takes for us it's a little hard. But yeah, if you want to share some thoughts, Amma, some last thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, like, thank you. Just want to share that actually we are right now, after finishing this certification, as Mariano mentioned, we can actually have the cycler to be reaching around all the European countries and also or North American countries. So basically, this is actually what we are seeking right now. And after we obtaining the certification, we also are focusing on the new version to have that, but actually the new version will be much more advanced and will be actually competing with many of the cyclers in the market. It will supposed to be dealing with different cells and also different aspects, but for this, just like we can keep that for the next battery day because we keep doing some surprises in the battery day of the battery cycle. Thank you.
Thank you, Amma, for your part. Shada, last thoughts?
No, I think it's going to be very interesting hardware-software combination. Hopefully, in the near future, we can announce more other interesting aspects of this cycler. for the moment, we're just keeping it to ourselves and try to develop those features which will be integrated in the software, and it will make a battery tester's life easier and data analysis easier. I can say that for the moment, not say, without saying much. And yeah, I think that will be quite different what we have seen in the market today in terms of battery testing. This will bring a different perspective of today's battery testing. Yeah, that will be from my side. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And yeah, very, very nice that you joined. And yeah, we can stop here and please go to the main stage for the last, for the last wrap up from Battery Associates, from the Battery Day. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you guys.